Hi friends, good morning. I am Chandrasekhar, Suvarna Career Academy, Bijapur, Karnataka. Friends, it is very important to solve the uh, previous question papers. I hope you are preparing for the upcoming UPSC exam, and it is very important to solve at least 6 to 8 such question papers. Today we will solve 2019 UPSC preliminary GS paper. Come, let us see. We'll solve this question paper. It is UPSC 2019 preliminary civil service exam. Okay? Let us see the first question. With reference to the Mughal India, what is or are the difference or differences between Jagirdar and Zamindar? Friends, this question is related to the difference between the Jagirdar and Zamindar. Let us see the statements, whether they are correct or not. Jagirdars were holders of the land assignments in lieu of the judicial and policy duties, whereas Zamindars were the holders of the revenue rights without obligation to perform any duty other than the revenue collection. See, the statement is exactly opposite. Jagirdars were taking care of the revenue, whereas the Zamindars were taking care of the police duties and judiciary, etc. So this statement is exactly opposite. So this statement is wrong. Okay. And the second statement is land assignments to the Jagirdars were hereditary and revenue rights of the Zamindars were not hereditary. This is also exactly opposite, because for the Jagirdars it was not hereditary, but for the Zamindars it was hereditary. So this statement is also wrong. So both the statements are wrong here. So let us see what is the option. So neither one nor two. See friends, this is explained in the NCERT book. I think in the 7th standard NCERT book, it is clearly mentioned. So Jagirdars were taking care of the police duties, law and order in the village, etc. Whereas the Zamindars were taking care of the revenue, and Jagirdars were replaced, and that was not hereditary, whereas the Zamindars were hereditary rights. Okay, so we will move to the next question. With reference to the land reforms in independent India, which one of the following statements is correct? Out of 4 statements, one statement is correct. Let us see the statement. The sealing laws were aimed at family holdings and not individual holdings. The major aim of the land reforms was providing the agriculture land to all the landless. C. It resulted in cultivation of cash crops as predominant form of cultivation. This statement is wrong. And land reforms permitted no exemptions to the ceiling limits. This is also wrong. So out of these two, we need to select one. So in my opinion, B is correct, because it was to provide the land to the landless. Okay, we'll move to the next question. I'm not only giving the answer, I will give a short explanation related to the answer, and also we will see the other options. Okay, the third question, the global competitiveness report is published by, it is a straightforward question. So it is published by the World Economic Forum. It is published by the WEF. See friends, such reports and indices, I have posted one video in our Facebook account and also in our YouTube account. You can watch it. It is very important to know the reports and indices. Reports means, for example, World Development Report is published by the World Bank. World Economic Outlook is published by the International Monetary Fund. One or the other such questions will definitely come for the UPSC Civil Service. And also indices such as the Human Development Index is given by the UNDP. And for India, it is 129 for the year 2019. And the Global Hunger Index is 1 or 2, it is given by the, I am telling all for the 2019 because we don't have the data for the 2020. And the global hunger index is given by the IFPRI. And the one more very important, this year it has come, that is SDG gender index. SDG gender index is very important index. So it is 95 for the India for the year 2019. Friends, you please keep in mind all these things. Then we will move to the next question. Consider the following statements about the Charter Act of 1813. Okay. See, it ended the monopoly of the East India Company in India, except the trade in tea. It ended the trade monopoly of the East India Company in India, except for the trade in tea and trade with China. This statement is very correct because monopoly was ended, but it was maintained for the tea and also for the all the trades with the China. So this statement is correct. It asserted the sovereignty of the British crown. Definitely this is correct. This statement is, the second statement is correct. Whereas the revenues of the India were controlled by the, this is not covered in the 1813 Charter Act. So the answer is 4 is A. Okay, we'll move to the next question. The answers, the options will be in the form of statements, not just a fact. Sometimes factual will be also there, but most of the cases it will be in the form of the statements. We'll move to the next question. Fifth question. With reference to the Swadeshi movement, consider the following statement. Swadeshi movement, you may be knowing, it happened after the partition of Bengal. That means after the 1905, 1906, in that period of time. Okay. With reference to, and this Swadeshi movement was very important. It played as a catalyst for the freedom movement. Okay. With reference to the Swadeshi movement, consider the following statements. It contributed to the revival of the indigenous artisan crafts and industries. This is very correct because it gave a chance to the artisan crafts and local industries. Okay. The second one is the National Council of Education was established as a part of the Swadeshi movement. This is also very correct. So the answer is C. Okay. See, solving the question papers is very important. Please solve at least 6 to 8 question papers along with your broad study. I hope not only solving is not sufficient, but solving is very necessary along with your broad study. Smart study is very important for UPSC, as you know. See, let us consider the movement or organization is given on one side and the leader is given on the other side. We need to match these pairs. Okay. All India already they have matched. Okay, we need to check whether they are correct or not. All India anti-touchability, All India anti-untouchability, All India anti-untouchability league is, the leader was Mahatma Gandhi. This statement, this is correct. This pair is correct. All India Kisan Sabha, Swami Sahajanand Saraswati. This is also very correct. Self-respect movement, E.V. Ramaswamy Nayakar in Tamil Nadu. This is also correct. Okay. So 1, 2 and 3 are correct. The answer is D. Okay. We'll move to the 7th question. 6th question is over. We'll move to the 7th question. These question papers are available on the UPSC website. You can download. Okay. Which of the following is not a Harappan site? Which of the following is not a Harappan site? Chanadoro, Kot Dirji, Sohogora, Desalpur. See friends, we may not be knowing all the 4, but we should be knowing Sohogara is a Ashokan site. Okay. So this is a Harappan site, this is a Harappan site, this is a Harappan site. But this belongs to the Ashoka. So this is Ashokan site. Then it may not be the Harappan site. Then definitely the answer should be C. Okay. It is not a Harappan side, but it belongs to the Ashok. It is the Ashokan inscription written on the copper plate has found here. Okay, that is Sohagora. Then we'll move to the eighth question. In eighth question also one Sohagora is there, but that may not be answered in this case. Okay. Let us see what is the eighth question. In which of the following relief sculpture inscription Rano Ashok? Rano Ashok means Raja Ashok the na unka naam. Rano Ashok mentioned along with the stone portrait of Ashoka. See friends, this is the answer is Kanaganahalli. The Rano Ashok has been written at Kanaganahalli. This Kanaganahalli is in Karnataka. See friends, it's very important to know the inscriptions of Ashoka. In Musky there is one inscription in which that when the historians found that inscription, it was clear that Devanampriya and Ashoka are the same that cleared. And also these Ashoka's inscriptions are in the Brahmi inscription. See, I'm not talking about the language. I'm talking about the lipis. We call it as inscriptions. One is the Brahmi and other one is Kharoshi. In both the language, the inscriptions are there. Both the these letters. Okay. So the correct answer is A. We'll move to the this question is related to the Buddhism. That in that also Mahayana Buddhism. Okay. Deification of the Buddha, the treading the path of Bodhisattvas, image worship rituals. So all these will come in the Mahayana Buddhism. Okay, definitely, because in Mahayana Buddhism they worship the Buddha as the god. Okay, so the answer is 1, 2, 3. The answer is D. Okay, let's move to the next question. 10th question. With reference to the forced labor during the Gupta period, this question is related to the Gupta period. Which one of the following statement is correct? Okay, it was considered a source of income for the state. Yes, this statement is correct because we have studied it is a source of income for the sort of the tax paid by the people. Okay, it is a forced labor. It was totally absent in this statement is not correct because it may not be totally absent. The forced labors were entitled weekly wages. It is a forced labor. There is no question of weekly wage. Okay, here is the question of logically we should think. Sometimes we should eliminate. See, the technique of elimination is very important in UPSC. The eldest son of the labor was sent as forced labor. This is also not correct. Any son can be sent. Okay, the answer is A. A is the right answer. Okay, 10th question, A is the right answer. Then we'll move to the 11th question. In Hindi medium also it is there. You can see the Hindi also. Yes, this is related to the Kalyana Mandapam. Building Kalyana Mandapam was a notable feature in the temple construction in the kingdom of. The correct answer is definitely Vijayanagara because it is a very important work of the Vijayanagara kingdom. They built the Kalyana Mantapas. Okay, they built the Kalyana Mantapas. See friends, this Vijayanagara kingdom was in the border of Karnataka and Andhra. The capital was in purely in Karnataka. That was Hampi. It is called as Hampi, which is on the banks of the Tungabhadra. Okay, some of the questions what may arise on this Vijayanagara kingdom is when was the battle of Talikota fought. This battle of Talikota is also known as the Rakkasatangadigi, war. So this was fought between Vijayanagara and the alliance of the four kingdoms. One kingdom did not take part. The Bijapur Adil Shahi, the Golconda Qutub Shahi, and the Ahmadnagar Barid Shahi, and Bidar. All these united and fought against Vijayanagara. Actually, Vijayanagara lost here. Okay, Aliya Raya was killed in this battle. Okay, so that you keep in mind. This is related to the Vijayanagara. So the building of Kalyana Mantapas was the notable feature in the temple construction of the Vijayanagara kingdom. Sure. Consider the following statement. We'll consider the following statement. In the revenue administration of the Delhi Sultanates, the in charge of the revenue collection was definitely Amil. Okay, this is, we all know this. Okay, the Ikta system of the Sultans was ancient indigenous. It's not indigenous ancient. Okay, so this statement is wrong. The officer of the Mir Bakshi came into existence during the region of Khalji. No, this is also not correct. The statement is definitely one only is correct. So the answer is A. Then we will move to the 13th question. See friends, we'll move to the very interesting question. We'll see this. Consider the following statement. Saint Nebukar was the contemporary of Akbar. No, because they were in different period of time. They were in different centuries. How can they be contemporary? No, this is not correct. The first statement is wrong. Saint Kabir was greatly influenced by the Sheikh Ahmad Srinidhi. This statement is wrong because Saint Kabir was in early period and Ahmad Srinidhi was in the later period. So this also statement is wrong. So for 13 it is D. Both the statements are wrong. Then we will move to the 14th question. With reference to the British colonial rule in India, consider the following statements. Mahatma Gandhi was instrumental in the abolition of the indentured labor. This is correct. Okay. This statement is correct. And Lord Chelmsford, Mahatma Gandhi did not support the resolution on the recruitment of the Indians for the World War. No, Gandhiji supported. So this statement is not correct. So consequent upon the breaking of the salt law by the Indian people, the Indian National Congress was declared illegal by the colonial rulers. So this is also correct. So the answer is 1 and 3 are correct. So B is the right answer. Friends, whenever you kindly watch this video slowly, note down the important points. Okay. With reference to the Indian national movement, consider the pairs. Let us see the pair. So I think this is related to the political trends in that period of time. Okay, and also the Constitutional Assembly related facts. Okay, Sri Tej Bahadur Sapru, President of All India Liberal Federation. This is correct. K.C. Negoy, member of the Constitutional Assembly. This is correct. P.C. Joshi, General Secretary of the Communist Party of India. I said now this is related to the political trends in that system. Okay, so all the three statements are correct. The answer is D. Okay, we'll move to the next question. We'll move to the 16th question now. This is related to the Main Tansen. With reference to the Tansen, which of the following statements is not correct? Which of the statements is not correct? Okay, let us see the statements. Tansen was the title given to him by the Emperor Akbar. Definitely this is wrong because this was given by the Raja Vikramaditya of the Gwalior. Answer हमारा खेल खत्म हो गया. A is the right answer. So not, he has asked not correct. So this is the answer. He has we should read the questions carefully. He has not asked the correct statements. He has asked the wrong statements. So first statement is wrong. So the answer is A. Okay. Second statement, he composed the Drupadas on Hindus goddesses. Correct. Tansen composed songs on his correct. Tansen invented mini ragas. This is correct. Three statements are correct. Only one statement is wrong. So the answer is A is the answer here. A is the wrong statement. They have asked the wrong statement. So the answer is A. With reference to the following, Mughal emperors shifted emphasis from illustrated manuscripts to the album and individual portrait. Definitely this is Jahangir because he shifted from illustrated manuscript to the albums and portraits. No, this is very easy question actually. Which which of the following national parks lies completely in the temperate alpine zones? Definitely Valley Flower National Park. Okay. See friends, this question is related. 19th question is related to the Atal mission, which is set up under the. We need to answer this question. Department of Science and Technology, Ministry of Labor and Employment, Niti Aayog, and Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. The correct answer is definitely Niti Aayog. Okay, Niti Aayog, it comes under the Niti Aayog. Then 20th question. On 21st June, the sun does not set below the horizon at the Arctic center, does not set below the horizon at the Antarctic center, shines vertically overhead, and this is definitely wrong. Shines vertically overhead at the, this is wrong, this is also wrong. So, elimination technique, definitely this should be correct. So, this is correct. The sun does not set below the horizon at the Arctic center. So, the question is A. Friends, I will solve the next questions in the another video. So kindly go, because one video it will become very big. So I will make the another video for this. Friends, we have posted many important topics on our Facebook, which are very helpful for the UPSC exams. Renewable energy and the Indian Railways, Indian Post, Indian River Systems, ISRO achievements. I have posted very three important videos. All these topics you can go through. Okay. Thank you very much.